Please tell your friends to tell their friends that kumnandi kule channel and that they should subscribe and that they should watch my videos because we need those hours, okay? Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Abslt-Happy on the socials. So I am filming a hair install tutorial slash video. So I promised a couple of people that I would film a video. I think over the weekend last week I had installed this wig. So I promised people that I'd share how I get to the look that I had, which is just a invisible lace situation. So the first step in this process is to prep the lace. So this is my lace. It's not a new wig, it's an old wig. So this wig I bought, is it dorsal look? Yeah, dorsal looks. This is the weave, it's a bob. So yeah, the quality of the hair was great, but the construction of the wig was ridiculous. Like, I was really happy with the quality of the hair. That's the only reason I didn't return this wig. But then the way it was constructed, it is yay. First of all, and I don't know, it's just not appealing. If I had known that bazenza kanje wigs I wouldn't have bought, honestly. But when I got the hair, it was nice, it was soft, it's still soft, and I've worn it a couple of times and I've washed it a couple of times because I think I bought it, when was it, 2020? Anyway, so I really loved the quality of the hair, and because like when you have the wig on, nobody sees the construction of the wig itself. It bothered me, but it doesn't bother me much because I also can't see it at times. But then the issue is the way they did it, inamakuma here on top. So sometimes I need to be really careful where I style it. So if I'm gonna part it, I need to be sure it's not the side in namakuma and whatever. But then good quality hair. And if you're not a person that's very fussy about how your wig is constructed, this is a really good place to buy your hair. But for Runa, because I know how to make wigs, so I just look at it like I need to pick everything. You can literally get away with buying this wig and not feeling bad or not being hurt by owning this wig. Anyway, so the first step is to tint the lace. So what I use to tint the lace, I use my foundation. So I just squirt a bit of my foundation at the back of my hand, and then I take the brush. So I usually do this like beforehand so that I can let the foundation dry before I put it over my head, because sometimes I do walk around with my wig braids, so I don't want them full of foundation. So what you do is you're going to be blending the foundation onto the lace so that at least it matches your skin tone. So this is my shade of foundation, so it would look similar to what my scalp would look like if I didn't have hair. So once you're done packing the foundation with your brush, I do take a beauty blender and just blend out so that if there's any excess foundation, it does come off. And also because I'm not gonna be letting this one sit for a long time, it does like remove the excess foundation on the lace. So this is how your lace should look when you're done with the foundation step. And this is what your wig should look like when you're done. So now the next step is the prep of the hairline, ne? So what I like to do is to spray a bit of got to be glued onto the comb. So how I usually do it is I put it against my hand and then I brush away my baby hairs, just so that I don't stick directly onto them. Then so that's what we're trying to achieve here. So you can always spray again. You can spray as much as you like, just so that your hair is laid back. I don't like spraying directly on my head. As I mentioned before, that I do usually walk around with my wig lines, so I don't want to be that girl that has glue stuck onto their hairline. So after you're done moving your hairline out of the way, or your hair out of the way, then you spray. But then be careful not to spray too much because it's gonna start dripping. So I try and spray right in front of my hairline, but not on the hairline, just right in front. Ooh. Okay, the other side. Okay, I did spray a lot this year. It's also very wise to keep like tissue or a wipe in hand in case there's some dripping, because once it dries out, it does take like a lot of effort to come off. Like here. So that's done. So what I usually do is just let it sit for a while until it dries up. When it's almost dry, that's when I start laying my wig. So let me just wait for it to dry a bit. I can show you. So when the glue is a bit tacky, you can see it's a bit tacky. When you press on it, it pulls away. So you can start positioning your wig. So
So the trick here is to try and move your wig around, make sure that it's where you want it to sit. So you'll have to wiggle it around, move it around a bit until you find the right spot. So it's okay if you think that's the spot, and then when you start sticking it in, you feel like this is not it. You can still move it around, but just make sure that you don't stick it on too hard until you're sure that's where you want it to lay. So once you're sure that's where you want it to lay, then you press on it and then it sticks to the glue, and then you can start combing away like the hair that's on the hairline, so that your hairline is nice and clean and neat. So you just check, is it stuck on properly? Are there spaces that need more glue? So I spray some got to be on my hand, and then I use the back of my comb just to apply it to the areas where I feel like it's not stuck on properly. And then the next step is to take an elastic band. I wrap it around my hairline where I've stuck my wig, and I just make sure that it's tight but not too tight that I get a headache. That does happen. I've done it a couple of times before. So you just tie it nicely to secure it so that it doesn't move around. So once I removed the elastic, I went over the places where I had excess glue with rubbing alcohol, just to try and remove the excess glue. Obviously it does take a lot of effort, so I did what I could with what I had. I guess it is what it is. Anyway, so once you start rubbing, but be careful not to rub the places where your lace is sitting, because it might lift. So you just rub in front of the lace closure, so that at least whatever excess glue is sitting on there moves. You don't want to remove your wig, because the rubbing alcohol does remove the wig. So yeah, so once you're done removing the excess glue, I went over the space that was left between my lace and my forehead with extra makeup, obviously foundation. And then once I was done applying the foundation, I waited for it to dry a bit, and then I went over it with powder. So the powder helps with shine. So you don't want the place where your closure is sitting to be shinier than your actual face. So you want everything to blend nicely. So you'll see me applying the powder on the lace and on my forehead so that the two blend together. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make the lace blend.
So guys, here is the final look. Let me just give you a close-up of the lace. So this is what it looks like. As you can see here, there's a bit of a demarcation, which is where I over applied the glue, because I tried installing this wig like 3 times because it was either the glue was too dry or the glue was too wet. The first time it was too dry because I was busy talking, and then dried out, and then when I tried to reapply it, then it was too wet, and then this was the 3rd time. So this is why you shouldn't apply too much glue, but generally this is how your lace should look. Undetectable, babes. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not yet subscribed, please do the right thing. Share. Let's get this channel monetized this year, guys. So please tell your friends to tell their friends that kumnandi channel, and that they should subscribe, and that they should watch my videos, because we need those hours. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.